So I think that the definition that we have now for a high value man is obviously like he has to have money, he has to be, confident, and obviously game like the one that person saw in the super chat. For me, what makes me want to consider a man being in my life and what a high value man to me is, this is just a personal opinion obviously, is one, a man obviously who's hardworking so he can provide for a family, because I do want that in the future. And he also has to be family oriented. I would also say a man who follows God. That's really important to me. Also someone who has humility. I think a lot of high value men are very full of themselves and are very selfish. I'm not gonna lie. That's just what I've been seeing. Like I'm not saying anything about you at all. I'm just saying like in the space.
But you just implied it.
Well, not necessarily you. It really could be anyone. Like I would say Andrew Tate is pretty full of himself. Like that's one
He's a
example.
personal friend of mine, so
Well,
please don't disrespect my friend in front of me, please.
Oof, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is for me.
All right. I'm taking over. All right, let's keep going around the table. What would your definition of a high value man be then?
Honestly, I really hate that phrase. I just wish there was just, are you a man or not? I think there's a bunch of little bitches, and then there's just men.
Yeah, say it
I
again.
think this generation has broken down
Spicy.
way too many, labels, and it's also, just enabled for these guys, a lot of guys, actually, to just kind of pride on the fact that they think they're grown enough and they're tall enough or they make enough money. I think it involves an overall thing. So I just think, just be a fucking man. Honestly, have principles, have honor, have, there's a lot going on right now. So yeah, I don't know, just stop being a bitch is all I'm gonna say.
Stop being a bitch. All right.
Bitch behaviors.
I'd say a high value man has values and sticks to them.
I like that. I
do too.
I like very concise. I like that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough question to answer because everyone has a different opinion.
I think you tried to cut you off. You said this a second ago, you hate that term high value man. I equally hate that
Okay,
phrase.
cool.
But so just to make it easier for anyone else answering that question, just replace the word high value man with a guy that you would fall in love with. That's probably a better way of describing it, really, because it's what would it require for you to fall in love with a guy? And it's a bit hard to sort of objectify, look back and look at that objectively. But
Yeah. It
but
is.
maybe look back on the guys you have fallen in love with and be like, okay, what did I fall in love with?
I feel like a high value man would be more in tune with every single aspect instead of making excuses and saying oh, well, I have money, so I don't have to take into consideration your feelings or stuff like that. There's always a guy who will be oh, well, I have this and I don't need that.
I do
but
agree with that,
a
yeah.
real man will have all those things, and if he doesn't have those things, work.
$100. Would you be with a blue-collar worker who builds road and high-rises but want you to stay home with the kids?
Good question.
Yeah, I could work on my music from the crib.
Same.
Yo, Prometheus Venom, thank you for becoming a member, man. Appreciate it. Does anyone else want to answer the question? Would you be with a blue-collar worker who builds road and high-rises but wants you to stay home with the kids?
Builds America.
Builds
I mean,
America.
I would. I work from home already, but maybe we could get a nanny to, also allow me to work at the same time.
Can a blue-collar worker in construction afford a nanny?
I would be
Yes,
working
they
from
can.
home
Yeah,
also,
definitely.
so I'd be able to help.
Okay.
We're both working, I just think I don't want to not work. I like working because it makes me feel proud of something that I did.
But I don't want a nanny because that makes separation between me and my child.
Big
I would
Absolutely.
still be at home.
Yep.
It would just almost be somebody to help clean up or something, or if I'm in a business call and the baby shits itself or whatever, I don't have to go change the diaper because I'm in a call.
Okay, but you have a nanny and she bathes it every day, and now you want to give it a bath and have that personal time with it, and it's screaming and crying because you're not what it's used to, and it's a slow to warm baby. It's not something that's just flexible.
I guess I would just hope that my baby can just be acclimated to me and a nanny.
Hold on just a sec.
$99.99.
Asian Tate.
Base ratio. Asian Tate.
What about you?
How do you feel about that?
What, the blue collar
I think
thing?
that's you, right?
You're
Is it?
No,
Asian
Asian Tate.
Oh,
That's-
I've been told that before just because of some of the content stuff I make. It's understandable.
Angelica
Do you agree with him?
Tate.
I do. I understand. I think what he's done online, it's more so a strategic entertainment
Clout
way to
chasing
do it.
thing.
I don't think it's clout chasing. I think
Oh,
I know why
hold
he
on
does
just
it.
a sec,
Primark
guys.
super chatted
Wow, they're coming through.
$100.
Thank you guys so
Please
much.
have Matt Walsh on to help educate Cooper on how his relationship and lifestyle is absolutely horrible for society. You're going to be a part-time parent to multiple kids from multiple women. High value equals unwavering support and commitment to you and only you.
Can I reply?
Of course, go ahead.
I will not be a part-time father. Thank you very much. I intend to have all of my kids under one roof and be a very, very attentive father and teach them about the way of the world. Teach them.
What about the women? You want them all under the same roof?
Ideally, yes.
Are they into that?
Oh, they better be.
Oh, so
Or
you
they're
got
not
them
gonna- or they're not
pregnant
gonna be
and now
like- or they're not gonna be like,
Okay,
oh,
but
are
they're
they?
already pregnant. Now
No,
what?
they're not pregnant yet.
Is this something you would disclose to them? That
Absolutely,
like
100%.
beforehand, like before they're
100%.
pregnant? Okay,
100%.
cool.
Yeah.
So then,
This is I have a very, very crystal clear plan. So to answer this guy's question again, just before another one comes in, who is gonna lead to the destruction and of oh god.
Zentience super
Oh my
chatted
God.
$199.99.
Thank you, Zentience.
A high-value woman is barefoot, quiet, pregnant, in the kitchen making me a sandwich. Disagree? If a man can't deem what gives a woman in your opinion, then what makes you think women has the right to deem high value or not? Iron sharpens iron, thus men forge other men. Stay in your lane.
what do you guys think is a high value woman?
Do you have a response to Zentience, by the way? He's a brain surgeon, just FYI.
That's my opinion. No, I don't have nothing to say.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
I have nothing.
By
to
the
say.
way, the chat has been on fire, guys. We can't even keep up with the TTS. Thank you guys so much for the crazy support. Let me see how many people are. Oh my God, we have like what 5,000 of you in the chat, guys. Drop a thumbs up. Give the video a like. Get us to 2,000 if you guys can. 2,000. I think we're only 200 away. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all the support and patronage tonight. Thank you guys.
I would like to finish
yeah.
my response to that initial question if I can.
Yes.
The idea of like, okay, because I want to raise multiple families, I am somehow contributing to the degeneracy of society. You know I would completely disagree with that fact. I'd say men who are not raising families at all are contributing way more to degeneracy in society. I'd say absent fathers are contributing to the degeneracy of society. If I raise 20 kids to all believe in God and to follow good, wholesome Christian values, how on earth is that leading to the degeneracy of society? You know what? My problem with this is why I have a lot of respect for Islam, and that's why I think Christianity is kind of like losing its way a lot, is because they're not having enough goddamn kids. Have families, man. Like, if you're I don't see the point. If you're a good, wholesome Christian man who takes care of a family, why can't you take care of 2 families or 3 families? Seriously, I don't see a problem with this.
Wait, why does the amount of kids matter? Like, what if you have 2 kids?
Yeah,
Not everyone wants 19 kids and counting.
Because your kids will perpetuate your values. Typically.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a lot of kids from some.
Yeah,
Not everyone
exactly.
wants to push out like.
Okay,
oh,
which is fine. Why do you think I'm having multiple women?
Right. Oh, I guess.
Division of labor.
Oh.
Right.
It's different for everybody, but you can still have Christian values if you're a mom and a dad with 2 kids or 3 kids. You don't have to have 10.
Totally.
But
Wait, are you
I've seen
Christian?
A lot of videos with 10 kids.
No, but my women are.
I just
women.
can't
Okay,
imagine that.
okay. I see.
I date Christian women basically, and well, one of my girls is Muslim, so yeah.
Oh, good time.
Wait, how do you? So
have a
do you have
different-
different religions in your relationship?
Yeah.
How does that work though? If they're all not like
very
agreeing
well.
on
Coexisting.
everything, that seems like a mess.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't responding. I was just
Oh,
saying.
okay.
It works quite well.
So do you guys agree on everything, or is it just like?
Basically, yeah.
But do they all have like the same religions?
Well, 2 are Christian and 1 is Muslim.
Isn't that like a headache? It's so different. Are they so different?
No.
Huh?
But Christianity and Islam have a lot more in common than people would think. Like, they're not these like. There's not these enemies that people have been led to believe. Really, they're really not.
Okay.
And I've spent quite a lot of time in Muslim countries. They're fantastic. They're very peaceful. They're great. They respect Jesus Christ. That's for damn sure.